If you don't journal when you Bible study, I'm telling you right now, you are missing out on so much growth that you could be having in your relationship with God. Let me tell y'all something, man. Journaling will grow you closer to God in a multitude of ways. And in this video today, I want to tell y'all how to do it, why you should do it, the benefits of doing it, all of that. But before we even get into that, I want to first talk about why a lot of people don't journal, right? I would say that when I first came to God, I didn't journal because, well, first of all, I didn't even know why I should, right? But also, I didn't journal growing up. I thought that journaling was something that only weird people did or something that only girls did. Like, I didn't see myself as a guy having a journal, right? There was like a negative connotation on it, right? I don't know why I thought like that, but a lot of people think like that, okay? That's just what it was. So you wasn't gonna catch me journaling. I would just get my Bible when I first started trying to seek God, and I would read the Bible, and yeah, I'd read a passage, and then whatever I read, I'd close the Bible and go on about my day. But then I used to, begin to think to myself, why can't I ever retain any of the information that I'm reading? Like, I read something in the Bible and I completely lose it. I hear a great verse and then I forget about it. I want to apply the Bible to my life, but I couldn't tell you what I read earlier, right? And journaling will change the game for you in that department. And that's the first one we're going to talk about, man. Journaling will help you retain this Bible better. I don't know what the science is behind it, but when you write things down with a pencil, right, or with a pen, instead of typing it, instead of texting it, you retain it better, right? It's muscle memory, brain connection, all of that. But I'm telling you right now, when you begin to start growing closer to God, in your relationship with God, when you're Bible studying, if you begin to journal, you will begin to retain this stuff better, right? So some of you are asking, okay, well, what would I even write down? Well, let's talk about that a bit, right? When you're reading the Bible, when you're reading things in different books of the Bible, it's good to take notes. You should be taking notes of things that happen. Let's say, for instance, you're reading in the gospel, right? Significant things that Jesus is doing. You should be writing some of those things down to begin to start to memorize and start to learn his story, what he did, his characteristics, right? When you come across good verses in the Bible, it's good for you to write those down because they can give you confidence. If you really like a verse, or if a verse really helps you, let's say you're struggling with anxiousness, right? And it's a verse that really helps you not feel anxious. You should write that down so that you can come back to it the next time you're feeling anxious. And so that you can put into practice what the scripture's telling you to do. It's the same thing for lust. Scriptures can help you battle your lust, right? But if you don't know where the scripture is, if you don't remember the scripture, if you don't know it in your heart, right? How are you going to ever live it? It's actually funny because in the Bible, scripture tells us to write